Just to give you a wee tour of the church and what the precautions are that we put in place, and just how things kind of are going to operate as you come into the church for worship in this kind of slightly different setting. This is how it's going to be. So as you come into the church, and if there's any folks outside where there's a queue, make sure you keep a 2 meter distance, and then come in kind of one at a time, or if you're in a couple or in a family unit, just to come in. And as you come in, you'll see that we've got a hand sanitizer that you can use. It is automated, so you don't need to touch anything. Just put your hand underneath and you'll get the hand sanitizer there. We've got a wee sign up here with a lot of information to give you. So the first time you're in, it might be worth having a wee read of what is on there. And you'll see there are various signs around the church building. Now, we are participating in the tracing service that is happening in Scotland through the NHS. So over here, there'll be somebody who will take your name and your phone number. We'll keep that information for 21 days and then we'll discard it. But it's just in case we are contacted by the NHS, we'll be able to let them know who was gathered on a particular Sunday. If you need a face mask, we have some face masks available here for you, but of course, please bring your own if you have your own. We are not going to be collecting an offering in the service in the same way that we ordinarily would do. So if you've got an envelope that you'd like to donate, there's a dish here in which you can place an offering. And we've also introduced a new system over here where you can make an offering through contactless with your card, and it is very simple. You just click on the amount you'd like to donate and say that you're going to pay by card, put your card on the reader over here, boom, it's all done. It takes about 10 seconds to do. So you don't need to touch anything to do that, apart from one little dab on the screen, and then we'll go on through. Now, we've got a one-way system that is operating in the church, so we're not using that door on that side. Everyone is coming in through this side into the church, and you will be guided to a place to sit. And because we're using one-way system, it means that we're kind of coming in and then filling up on the other side of the church, so we kind of work our way here, and that's so that people are not, walking past each other or mixing in that way, because we've got to try and keep everyone as isolated as possible, so that's not mixing. When you're in here, we're asking folks to wear their masks, unless you've got a medical condition or some reason that you can't wear them. So please to keep the masks on. So you'll be taken in to a seat. And in all of the pews, there is a wee sign that tells you where you can sit. And then there are also signs just on the ends of the pews saying that this is a pew that is not in use at the moment. At the end of the service, when we come to leave, we don't go back out through that door. Instead, we'll be leaving through the door over here. And so one of the volunteers that's on duty will just guide folks to get up and to go to the door. And if you come with me for that, again, there is an opportunity before you leave the church just to take some of the sanitizer, the hand sanitizer, to make sure your hands are nice and clean, and then it's heading out of that door, which takes you out to the Palmuir Road exit for the church. So there's a kind of one-way system through. Now, during the service, this door and the front doors are kept open just so that there is some air coming through the building, to get some ventilation through the building. It does mean, although the heating will be on, it will be quite chilly, so make sure you wrap up warm for that. You've got layers on to keep yourself warm, because we don't have singing or anything like that happening, so you're not getting up and down to get a bit of exercise. But that is kind of the layout of the church and how things are operating. Once the service is finished and you've left, then the team that's on duty will clean and sanitize the spaces where folks were sitting, so that it is ready for the next time the church will be in use. I hope that's helpful. It gives you a little bit of an introduction to what will be happening in the church and what to expect if you're coming to participate in worship. Thanks. Bye-bye.